limo. Give a round of applause for that vehicle right there. I always love seeing that thing around town. Right now, we are about ready to get rocking and rolling with our first heat race of the night. Going to be your Power I Midwest Modifieds. And I'm going to go ahead and let you know how they line up. On the pole, going to be the 27 of Terry Williams into his outside, the 23 of Mark Simon. Row number 2 is going to be the 57D of Dalton Roberts into his outside, the double OT of Trenton Brookshire. Row 3 on the inside, going to be the 4C of Braden Connor on his outside, the 4 of Caleb Rhodes. Row 4 going to be the 8K of Tyler Cadunston down to the bottom side on his outside, the 28D of Dylan Dampier. The second annual Bill Ragland Memorial is officially underway, ladies and gentlemen. Heat race number 1, rolling around the track to roll in that moisture. Terry Williams, Mark Simon on that front row of heat number 1. But you got some heavy hitters in there. You can't count out Rhodes, Connor, or Cadunston. Cadunston, I just got corrected. I'm just kidding. Hey, we're glad you guys finally made it. Go ahead and have a seat wherever you'd like. They're going right to the top of the bleachers. How are you, buddy? We got these drivers stacked and packed, bumper to bumper, door to door. Heat number 1 in your Power. 1 to go from the starter stand. Williams, Simon, Roberts, Brookshire, Connor, Rhodes, Cadunston, Dampier, going to be that 4th and final row. Down the backstretch, we're going to go for the first time here tonight. Down into turn number 3, going to come out of turn number 4. Green cone, green flag. We're going to hustle on down to the 1 and 2. Mark Simon's going to jump out of the early race lead. Look at him. Oh, Roberts gets sideways. We got a parking lot. Everybody's going to roll away except for the 28D of Dylan Dampier. That is going to be Brookshire. Roberts going to be run number 2. Down the back stretch into 3. We're going to try this again. Out at turn number 4. Green flag is up and out and in the air. Down to 1 and 2. Mark Simon's going to lead him on in. Oh, look out. Roberts kind of got into the front side of Brookshire. Send him top side. Here comes the 8K of Tyler Cadunston as we go down into turn number 3 out of 4. It is all the 23 of Mark Simon, Terry Williams, Cadunston, and Roberts going to battle out there for that number 3 spot. As Brookshire is shuffled on back towards the back part of the field, Mark Simon's out front with a good little lead. Still got a door-to-door battle for that number 3 spot between Cadunston and Roberts as they go down the front stretch. We're going to hustle out of turn 2 with your race. 23 of Mark Simon, Terry Williams going to be sitting in no man's land all by his lonesome in 2nd. Cadunston going to get up and around the 57D of Roberts into that number 3 spot. The battle for 5th is underway between Brookshire and Connor as Mark Simon says see ya, bye-bye. He's going to be all by himself like a chess club president on prom night as he goes down into turn 1 and 2. We've kind of got space in between each car, single filed out right now as they come out of turn number 4. It is Mark Simon, Terry Williams, Tyler Cadouston, Dalton Roberts, Trenton Brookshire, Dylan Dampier, and Braden Connor. Look out, Dampier goes around in 2. Dampier spins it around in turn number 2, bringing out the second caution of the night here at the second annual bid. As we got a green-white checkered. Out of turn 4, Simon leads them up high. We're going to stop on the loud pedal. Cadouston got a good start there, as he's going to be up into that number 2 spot. Now Trenton Brookshire trying to get around the 57D on the outside, as Simon, Cadouston, and Williams going to go down to the bottom side. White flag, one more trip around. Williams kind of holding up traffic as Brookshire going to go to the top shelf. Try to run it around as you've got them 3 deep. Time to sell it cheap out of through down the backstretch. Oh, almost a little bit of contact there. Checkered flag for the 23 of Mark Simon, Tyler Cadouston, and Terry Williams. Your top 3. All right, rolling out, going to be heat number 2 of the night. On the pole, going to be the 09 of Austin Beam, and his outside, the 43 of Jamie Petty. Row number 2 on the inside, going to be the 87 of Aaron Odell, and his outside, ladies and gentlemen, the 15R of Oakley Ragland. Row number 3, going to be the 16A of Shannon Geller, into his outside, the opportunist, the 65 of Trent Wynn. And our fourth and final row, going to be the 83 of J.C. Newell, into his outside, the 44R of Randall Cushing. Lights are off down the backstretch. We're going to go into 3. Bean Petty on that front row for heat number 2. They're going to hit that green cone. Green flag. Nope, just kidding. Back it down, gentlemen. Back it down. Here we go, we're going to try it again. We're going to hurry up and shut the lights off. Stack them and pack them back up, bumper to bumper, door to door. Green flag going to be up and out and in the air. Right down to turn 1 and 2. Jamie Petty's got the race lead. Beam slides way up the hill. Everybody's going to cross over as Beam's going to shuffle all the way back. Down through 3 and 4. This is the 43 of Jamie Petty, but here comes the 15R of Oakley Ragland. Trent Wynn's going to be there as well. Trent Wynn coming from 6th. Now he's in a 3-car battle for the race lead as they come out of 2. Win, see ya, bye-bye. He's into that number 1 spot. J.C. Newell stuck back there battling out with Shannon Geller, trying to get some running room, as it is going to be Trent Wynn, Oakley Ragland, and J.C. Newell, your top 3. Look out, Geller comes around. Petty comes around. Hold on. Holy Dr. Phil. So the third caution of the night coming out as Geller and Petty kind of made a little contact going into 1, and they both decided to take a ride on the tilt-a-whirl. Drivers did a good job avoiding that. Race sits, it is Trent Wynn out front. Oakley Ragland, J.C. Newell at your top. Petty down. Or Austin Beam up, and Randall Cushing going to be at the backside. Lights are off, ladies and gentlemen. Wind's going to lead them on into turn 3 and 4. Green flag going to be up and out, and we're back underway. J.C. Newell got a great job right there with Oakley Ragland. He's not going to back it down. Throws the slide job. Newell going to go to the top side of the back stretch down into turn 3. As Trent Wynn trying to get as much separation between him and the rest of the field. As Ragland bobbles it, that's going to let Newell and Geller come around. Out of turn 4. Tried to take a shortcut, didn't work, as it is. Oakley Ragland come back up into that top 3. Randall Cushing lap traffic. This one coming out for the 09. Out of turn 4, we're going to be back to green flag racing. Trent Wynn. Front of the 16 again, taking Petty to follow. So we're going to go down the back stretch and into 3. Wow, through the turn, everybody come on. Teenage machine. Odd man out looking into the top 3 as they're going to come. Up next, going to be heat number 3, ladies and gentlemen. On the pole, going to be the 64 of Pete Gots to go Richardson, and his outside, the 38 of Ian Morissette. Row 3, going to be the 28 of Wesley Briggs, on his outside, the 00 of Matt Brookshire, and riding shotgun all by his lonesome in row number 4, the 79A of the Animal, Cody Arnett. Cody Arnett did elect to go tailback, ladies and gentlemen. We got 7 cars, 8 laps going to be the difference. As you got Morissette and Richardson on that front row, out of turn number 4. Green flag going to be up and out and in the air. Down to 1 and 2, they're going to rock and roll. It is still a door-to-door battle all the way through the field. I was able to talk to Cody Arnett before the heat race. He's having some motor issues, but he's going to give it everything she's got. As we come out of turn 4, lap 1, going to go to the 64, Pete Richardson. Newell and Morissette going to battle out back there, going into 3 for the number 2 spot. Matt Brookshire going to be sitting there in 4th, as Richardson's going to hold on to another lap. Arnett closing the gap there on Smythe and Briggs. He might have some engine trouble, but he's starting to gain some momentum. As Pete Richardson's up front, Dayton Newell going to be sitting in 2nd. The 38 of Ian Morissette going to be in 3rd. Matt Brookshire 4th. Ryan Smythe 5th. Wesley Briggs 6th. And Cody Arnett going to be back there in that number 7 spot as we are single file. Look out! Smythe smacks the starter tire. And that's going to bring out the 5th caution of the night. So Ryan Smythe moved our starting cone about 3 foot forward. Ryan, you're not supposed to do that. All right, somebody go move the tire back 1.5 feet. So it is Pete Richardson out front. He's been in charge since the drop of green, the man with the plan. Dayton Newell going to be in the number 2 spot. Ian Morissette, that's your top 3, followed in by Matt Brookshire, Wesley Briggs, Cody Arnett, and Ryan Smythe.
Coming to the line, gentlemen, lights going down, green next time. To the line, lights going down, green next time.
See why everybody else is on the attack, on the hunt, and on the prowl. Cody Arnett's just patiently waiting. He waited perfectly fine. Ryan Smythe messed up, and he capitalized. Now we're going to try it again. Lights are off. Down into 3. We're going to fill the work on in, led in by the 64 of Pete Richardson. They're going to hit that green cone. Green flag going to be in the air. As we're going to go down to 1 and 2. It is Pete Richardson. Morissette going to go top shelf and do the high side hustle all the way around the speedway as he's got her hooked up. Brookshire, look out! Brookshire bottled it, almost chopped the nose off of Smythe. Cody Arnett was able to get on the brakes. We're clean and green as we're going to go down through 3 and 4 to the race leader, the 64 of Richardson, but he's got that 38 of Ian Morissette. He's got her hooking on the top side as he's going to be hooking and booking down around the back stretch. Briggs up and around the double O-M of Matt Brookshire. Out of turn number 4 is Checkers or Wreckers time. Richardson, Morissette, and Newell, your top 3. Down the back stretch, they're going to go for the final time as we come out of turn number 4 to the checkered flag for the 64, Pete Richardson. Ian Morissette 2nd and Dayton Newell 3rd. Fourth and final heat race for your Midwest Modifieds. It'll be the 7W Wesley Breedlove on the pole. And on his outside, the 12X of Darren Bird. Row number 2 going to be the 7C of Derek Cook. And the 55 of Adriel Shepard. Row number 3 going to be the 17 of Garrett Parker into his outside, the 14 of John Newell. And riding shotgun all by his lonesome, the 77 of Zach Willis. Ladies and gentlemen, lights are off. 1 to go from the starter stand. Down the back stretch, Breedlove and Burt going to be on that front row. Cook and Shepard, row number 2. Parker, Newell, and Willis. Green flag going to be up and out and in the air. Slides the middle, Burt goes around, look out! Oh, man! So, caution number 6 of the night for the 12X of Darren Burt. After Darren is officially wearing his brown suit right now. I see what you did there, Wesley. You didn't want to drive all the way around the track, so you just spun out on purpose. So Wesley Breedlove, Derek Cook now going to be on that front row. Adriel Shepard, Garrett Parker, row 2. And then it'll be Newell and Willis, followed in by Burt. Here we go, lights are off. Out of turn number 4, Breedlove Cook, green flag is in the air. Well, a little bit of contact between Newell and Burt, but we're going to stay clean and green as we all are going to make it through 1 and 2 and hustle on down the back stretch. Wesley Breedlove going to be out for, whoa, down a little too low goes Wesley. Derek Cook throws a slide or a crossover. As, oh my Lord, there's guys sliding everywhere in this heat race. Derek Cook going to be out to that race lead. Wesley Breedlove's second. Adriel Shepard sitting in third, but then you got Parker, Willis, and Burt right behind that 55, all battling it out. As Cook's trying to hold on to the race lead. Willis now up into the number 4 spot. He'll bring Darren Burt with him as Parker's going to shuffle back into 6th. Derek Cook, your race leader. Wesley Breedlove. Now Zach Willis trying to run down that 55 of Adriel Shepard. Oh, Breedlove spins around. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Caution number 7 of the night. So the 7W Wesley Breedlove decided to take a ride on the Tilt-A-Whirl coming out of turn 2, and he definitely did not go wee. I think he went more like ooh. There might have been some other words in there, but I can't say them. Nicholas, you look cold. Are you cold, Nicholas? Mr. Bradshaw, are you cold? Oh, he said I'm number 1. I love you too. Oh. Wesley Breedlove seems to be having some trouble. All right, so 3 laps completed, 5 to go. Derek Cook out front by his lonesome. Out of turn 4, green flag going to be in the air. We're going to be down through 1 and 2. Breedlove. Oh, look out, the 14 of John Newell goes around. Yellow, yellow, yellow. So caution number 8 of the night, this time coming out for the 14 of John Newell. right, sorry about that, folks. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back up and rolling as the 7C of Derek Cook's going to lead one down into 3. And for the 77 of Zach Willis up into 2nd. Burt up to 5th behind the 55 of Adriel Shepard. Breedlove right behind him. As Shepard slides up high, Burt's going to capitalize down the bottom side. Going to get into that number 3 spot. The 77 of Willis trying to run down that 7C of Derek Cook. As Adriel Shepard trying to get back that number 3 spot. Wesley Breedlove sits right there in front of the 17 of Garrett Parker. As the battle for the race lead is about to be underway, as Cook gets a good run off of 4 down the front stretch. We're going to have 2 to go. Adriel Shepard now back up into 3rd, as Darren Burt's going to have to hustle on down the backstretch on the top side. Coming out of turn number 4, you're going to see the white flag, 1 to go for the 7C of Derek Cook. And John Newell loops it around. And he's going to yellow. Race is over. Derek Cook takes the win. Zach Willis, Adriel Shepard, your top 3. So as we lay some moisture down on the track, I forgot to do something, guys. I was just so excited about the Bill Ragland Memorial, and you guys are looking a little cold, so this is going to help warm us up. I need everybody to follow Marilyn and put both hands way, way up. Sparky, get your hands up. Get your hands up, Sparky. Both hands. Nick, you too. Everybody, both hands. Everybody in attendance. Come on. We do this every Friday night. Everybody, both hands way, way up. Keith, you do it too. All right, now everybody lean to the left. Now lean to the right. Now shake it all about. Keith, you're not shaking it. Oh, you are? There are children here. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, next weekend, Les Hayes Memorial, added money to Pure Stocks, and it is our championship night. Here we go with our first and only heat of Powerized Super Stocks. It's going to be the 56 of Mark Davis on the pole, the 53 of Danny O'Neill to his outside, the X221 of Nursing Home Jerry Brown on the inside of row number 2, and the 10 of Jody Rombig on row 2 on the outside. Row number 3. Going to be the 2A of Ace O'Neill on to his outside, the 11 of Derek Brown. Moisture that was laid down, and then after that we're going to get set to go. 8 laps going to be the distance here for your Powerized Super Stocks. Racing for $515, ladies and gentlemen. $515 is what these Super Stock boys are going to be racing for tonight. here we go. We're going to snug it up, bumper to bumper, door to door. 6 cars, 8 trips around the mighty Midway here in Lebanon, Missouri. Lights are off. Down the back stretch they go at a snail's pace. Mark Davis, Danny O'Neill on that front row as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is up and out and in the air. Well, Jerry Brown got a good jump as he's going to be right to the back bumper of Mark Davis, but here comes that 11 of Derek Brown. Down into 3 to still Mark Davis, your race leader. Jerry Brown down on the bottom side. Danny O'Neill comes back over into the number 2 spot as O'Neill's got her set up on the top side of the speedway. Brown going to be back on the bottom side as he's going to battle it back. Mark Davis holding on to that number 1 spot, but he's got a battle back behind him. Uh-oh, Derek Brown off the power. Derek Brown off the power. Not sure what happened, but the 11 car is going pit side. As they come out of turn number 4, it is going to be Mark Davis, Danny O'Neill, Jerry Brown, your top 3. Top 3 single file, but right now the battle is back here for 4th and 5th between Ace O'Neill and Jody Romig. I'm not for sure how to say that last name, so we're going to wing it all night long. I'll probably pronounce it 6 different ways until I get it right. Mark Davis a full straightaway lead right now. As Jerry Brown trying to get back up and around the 53 of Danny O'Neill as they're going to be battling out for 2nd and 3rd. Romig and O'Neill still battling for 4th and 5th. White flag going to be in the air for the 56 of Mark Davis. Down the backstretch, Jerry Brown's got the number 2 spot as they come out of turn 4. Checkered flag for the 56 of Mark Davis. And Danny O'Neill going to take 2nd, Jerry Brown 3rd.
All right, nice run, gentlemen, nice run. 56, 53, X at the scale.
Ooh, look at this. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, going to be Heat 1 for your Power IB mods. We're going to lay some moisture down on the track before they roll out, but I'm going to go ahead and read the starting lineup for Heat number 1 Power IB mods. On the pole, going to be the 65 of Mr. J2 himself, Chris Jackson. And on his outside, the 55G of Luke Gideon. Row number 2 going to be the 5C of Brian Cook, and on his outside, the 77 of Jeremy Hazel. Row 3 going to be the 30 of Rex Harris and the 16M of the Batman, Brian Myers. Row 4, you got the 55K of Terry Kirk and the 68 of Donnie Betts. And our 5th and final row for Heat number 1, all by his lonesome, going to be the 49 of Mason Roden. gonna. What is? We got a pier stock on the track. We haven't ran pier stock feature or heat races yet. So, it appears that Justin McDowell was given the wrong information. He thought he was up. He's not. So, he's going to go ahead and exit the track. And we're going to get heat 1 for your B-mods rocking and rolling. Chris Jackson, Luke Gideon on that front row. Brian Cook, Jeremy Hazel, row number 2 as we're going to fill the work on down into turn number 3. Green flag going to be in the air. And Jackson going to be out to an early race lead as they're going to, whoa, look out, we got them 3 wide, multiple fields coming down the back stretch. As we go down through 3 and 4, it is Chris Jackson, now Rex Harris and Luke Gideon, your top 3. Terry Kirk playing defense back there in that number 6 spot. Cook trying to get the top side working for him as Jeremy Hazel's going to be up into the number 4 spot. But Brian Cook not going to give up. He's going to hammer back down as he's going to be in the number 4 spot down the back stretch. Your top 3 single file down around the bottom side of the speedway. Brian Cook on the top shelf gets into 4th, 3 wide down the front stretch into turn 1. As you got them slicing and dicing. Whoa, look out. Kirk chopped the nose off of Hazel. Brian Myers going to be up in the number 5 spot. It is Chris Jackson, your leader. Rex Harris, Luke Gideon, your top 3. Brian Cook, Brian Myers, Terry Kirk, followed in by Donnie Best, Jeremy Hazel, and Mason Roden. Look out, Mason Roden goes around, and he kills it. Yellow, yellow, yellow. The 10th caution of the night. This time it's coming out in your Power Eye B-Mod class. Chris Jackson out front of that new ride. We're going to give Rex Harris the choice, top or bottom. He's going to go to the bottom side. It's going to put Luke Gideon up on the top shelf. Brian Cook down, Brian Myers high. That's the top 5, followed in by Terry Kirk, Donnie Best, Jeremy Hazel, and Mason Roden. 1 to go from the starter stand. As we're going to shut the lights off. Down the back stretch, bumper to bumper, door to door we go. Fill the work on into turn number 3. Green flag is out and in the air. As we're going to hustle on down to the 1 and 2. It is still Chris Jackson, your leader. Look at them all clustered up together. Everybody's going to make it through clean and clear. As we come out of turn 4, it is Jackson, Harris, Gideon, Brian Myers in 4th, Cook in 5th. As Brian Myers trying to get the top side working, not going to get it to stick through 1 and 2. As you got them 3 wide back here for 5th between Kirk, Betts, and Cook. Chris Jackson trying to get as much separation between him and the 30 of Rex Harris. As Luke Gideon holds on to that top three. Brian Myers still sits in fourth. White flag. One more trip around for Mr. J2 himself. Brian Myers might have found something. Oh, look out. Mason Roden goes up. Almost clips the wall. Brings her back down. Out of four. Checkered flag for the 65 of Chris Jackson. Rex Harris, Luke Gideon, your top three. That's going to wrap up heat one. Up next is going to be heat number two. Starting on the pole, going to be the 51 of Michael Stake, and his outside the 5 of Robert White. Row number 2 is going to be the 343 of Joshua Gerber, and his outside the 2 of Eric Graves. Row 3 is going to be the 07 of Jordan Goddard and the 14C of Cody Crabtree. And our fourth and final row for the second and final heat race in your BMA is going to be the 55 of Kyle Lafferty and the 86 of Jeff Albright. Here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag going to be in the air. The 51 Michael Stake looks good. Robert White going to be right there to the outside. Here comes the 2 of Eric Graves as Crabtree was off the power. Oh, look out! There goes the tire. Everybody's going to be clean and clear. We got a road tire running through the infield. As it yellow for the 14C of Cody Crabtree. Going to be the 11th caution of the night. Caution number 11 of the night. So I think somebody's got an issue with that tire because they legit just took them right out of the race. All right, race fans, here we go. Lights are off. Delaware double file restart. They're going to be green flag when they come out of turn number 4. Keith, the flag man's going to do the jig. As we go down into turn 3, Robert White going to be your race leader out of 4. So they started a little early. If you look down there in turn 4, you see that green tire with the green cone on it? That's the start zone. You're not supposed to start or stomp on the loud pedal till you get to that cone. Robert White got a little antsy and started before the cone. Okay, he started a lot before the cone, but it's okay because nobody got hurt, and we're just going to stack them back up, shut the lights off, and try again. Is that Jeff Ayers I see? It is Jeff. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Jeff. All right, here we go. Down into 3. They're going to go coming out of turn number 4. Green flag going to be up and out and in the air. Second, Albright third, Goddard fourth. As we come out of turn 4, you got a 3 wide down here for the number 4 spot between Graves, Goddard, and Lafferty. Look at them slicing and dicing. As we come out of turn number 4, your race leader, the 5 of Robert White. Michael Stake, Jeff Albright, your top 3. Eric Graves sits in second, Kyle Lafferty in 5th. single file through most of the field. The battle is back here for that number 6 spot between Crabtree and Lafferty. Goddard sits back here at the back part of the field. And the 343 rounds out the entire field as Robert White, still your race leader. As lap traffic about to become an issue as we come out of turn number 4, we're going to see the white flag, 1 to go. For the 5 of Robert White. Down the backstretch for the final time. Coming out of turn number 4, checkered flag for the 5 of Robert White. Michael Stake, Jeff Albright, your top 3. All right, now it's time for some pure stock pandemonium. Heat number 1 rolling out on the track, going to be the 32 of Richard Adams on the pole. And his outside, the 12 of Greg Dykstra. Number 2 going to be the 5 of Justin McDowell, and the 71 of Chris Tonoli. Number 3 going to be the 18 of Dalton Bell, and the 21 of Carson Groniger. Row 4 going to be the 23 of Mark Simon, and the 25 of Aaron Riggs. And row number 5 going to be the 14 of Derek Davis. Down at turn 4, green flag for some pure stock pandemonium as we're going to hustle on down to the 1 and 2. Richard Adams going to be your race leader. Here comes the 71 of Tonoli. He's going to make it a 3-wide battle as he goes right to the back bumper. Out of turn number 4, lap 1, going to go to the 12 of Greg Dykstra. Richard Adams going to be sitting in the second spot. Oh, Adams slides up the hill. Tonoli gives him a shot to the shorts. As we're playing a little bit of bumper cars now you know why I said pure stock pandemonium. As you got the whole field all bumper to bumper, door to door. Adams moves into first, Dykstra back to second, but Dykstra going to stick it on the top shelf and let her eat. As Dykstra going to make it 3, almost 4 wide down the backstretch. Dykstra's going to say, I'm going to slingshot her up into that number 1 spot. Carson Groniger going to loop it around over there in turn 2 for the 12th caution of the night. Run, Simon, run. Uh-oh. You better go. You better hustle. Oh, well, they're not even stacked back up. Oh, okay. Green flag is in the air. As Carson Groniger's all over the track coming out of turn 4. And Richard Adams, whoa, we got... Something happened to the 12 of Greg Dykstra as he is dead in the water, braining out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. The 13th caution of the night. Well, Chris Tonoli going to be your race leader in the Delaware double file restart. Greg Dykstra broke, tough break for him. 3 laps down, 5 to go. Mark Simon going to be sitting in second. Richard Adams third. Aaron Riggs fourth. Derek Davis fifth. And Carson Groniger going to round out the field. 9 cars started. 6 remaining. starting to stand. We're going to shut the lights off. We're going to try it again. We got 4 down, 4 to go. So our first heat race here in the pure stock pandemonium class. See what I mean by it was pure pandemonium in this pure stock class? Down to the 3, led in by the 32 of Richard Adams out of 22. Up next, going to be heat number 2 for your Power Ride Pure Stock Pandemonium class. Up next, we got 24, Taylor Ellington on the front row goal, and the lead outside of the 42 of Chad Nivens. The number 2 going to be the 9 of Mike Piercy, the lead outside of the 19 Trenton Houston. The number 3 going to be the 174 of Ned Lamping, who's outside the 0 of James Reed, is before the final road into the 20. Taking it down the 42 of Sean Woodley. So the 15th caution of the night coming out for the 4G of Shane Headley as he took a ride on the tilt-the-world down there in turn 4. So we got them stacked back up. Trevor Ellington, your race leader. Derek Lampy, second. Heading it now. Sitting in third. Trent Houston, Chad Nivens. After this race, my 6 pole dash drivers need to pull out onto the track and come to the front stretch. Inside, 24 Terry Owens in your race leader, leading the bow there, Glampy. Tim Houston and Chad Nivens are top 5. There you go, single file restart. No passing until the green flag comes out. 5 down, 3 to go. And green flag goes down. Alright, so Derek Brown's going to come out and make some laps around the track. We're going to water. I need my pole dash dry. Okay, so our first driver, our highest in passing points is the 65 of Trent Wynn. He's going to pick his frisbee. Hurry! Number 3, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen is going to be our second pick. Going to be the number 2. Alright. Now the 83 of JC Newell going to be our third pick. Number 1. The 77 of Zach Willis going to be our fourth pick. Number 6. The 7C of Derek Cook going to be our fifth pick. Number 4. And then Mark Simon will have the last frisbee as he comes out onto the track. So Mark Simon going to get himself up out the car, and he's going to pick the last frisbee in this pole dash. Number 5. So that will set the lineup for this pole dash. 6 laps, gonna be the distance. Alright, you got all this open space and you hit the one light pole on the front stretch. Featured drivers, you need to be in staging. Winner of this race gets $100. Guy in second gets $50. 6 laps going to be your distance. JC Rule, Power to upspin. Tripling there, Doug, Mark Simon, and Zach Will is going to be 6 laps dash for cash. Here at the second annual Bill Ragland Memorial. Down the back stretch they're going to go as we shut the lights off. The flag man's going to get jiggy with it as we go down into turn number 3. Down at turn number 4. Hey, young lady, calm down. Second annual Bill Ragland Memorial. Gonna be the 83 of J.C. Newell, who's $100 richer. All right, now listen, instead of saying cheese, you need to say spaghetti. No, Josh, Oakley blinked. I seen it. Oakley blinked. You got to take it again. So congratulations to J.C. Newell on picking up a $100 paycheck and a cardboard cutout. Hey, Cody on it. The 14 of John Newell riding shotgun is going to be the fool of Caleb Rhodes in row number 5. Arnett and Newell row 4, and Rhodes going to be back there by his lonesome in row number 5. So we got this B feature and then another B feature. And then we're going to take a little intermission break. And then we're going to get started with our feature events of the night. So we're going to stack them on up, ladies and gentlemen. Shane Keller going to be out front on the pole. Darren Bird going to be to his outside. So we're going to get the one that goes from the start stand. We're going to snuggle them up, bumper to bumper, door to door. Lights are off. Down the back stretch. We're going to go 8 laps to lead the distance. Keep the flag man's going to do the jig. Geller and Bird on the front row. They're going to hit the green cone. Here we go. runs out the field. Only the top 4 are moving on. There we go, lights are off, ladies and gentlemen. We got the one to go from the start. Stretch everybody itching to get into that 8 later tonight. Out of turn number 5 Midwest Modified. The second annual Bill Ragland Memorial. And here's how they're going to line up. On the pole, we're going to 28 at Wesley Briggs. And on his outside, the W3 at Trenton Brookshire. Row number 2, going to be the 7W at Wesley Briggs, and the 57B at Dalton Roberts. Row 3, going to be the 83R of Ryan Smythe. And his outside, Row 4, again, top four gonna move on to tonight's $1,515 main event. The biggest payout for the Midwest Modified class in the state of Missouri. Lights are off. We're stacked. Bumper to bumper, door to door. And we're going to come down the back stretch. The end of three are going to come out of turn number 4.
Hey guys, this is our last B feature here. Sorry for the audio difficulties tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the show anyway. Hopefully we'll get those fixed and ready to go for next weekend. Appreciate you all watching, and I'll let you get back to the races here.
Is the cone good? Do we need to call paramedics for the cone? Oh, he's checking on the cone right now. Yep, cone's good. The cone is good, ladies and gentlemen. The cone is okay. That's my bad, guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw that one out there. That's my bad. Top four moving on to the main event. Out of turn number 4. Right rear decided to go monster trucking. Alright, one more time just in case you didn't hear me. Lisa Briggs to the pit shack office immediately, please. Per Carolyn. Lights are off, ladies and gentlemen. Wesley Briggs knows he's going down to turn 3. Now Okay, when I said we got chunks missing, let me rephrase that. We got a whole half of a car missing. Ryan Smythe the half of his car is hanging on by a thread right now. Like, I mean, a good swift 5 mile an hour wind and poof, it's gonna be on the ground. Oh, this. Solidify, restart out of turn 4, green flag.
Hey guys, one last time, wanted to appreciate everybody for watching tonight. Sorry about the audio from the announcer. We'll get that fixed, and hopefully we'll have her fixed here before the feature races. But appreciate you guys watching, and hope you have a good night.
I can see these shoes, they're untied right now, that's dangerous. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming here.